For too long, the middle class has been squeezed out by powers beyond their capacity. Not to mention, no matter how hard you work, you just can't get ahead. Hey guys, welcome to DeLaat's Thoughts, and today we're going to talk about the shrinking of the middle class. And if you're saying, hey, that's not happening, I got news for you. It is. Here's a funny stat for you. Actually, it's not really funny. It's interesting. So way back, 50 years ago, the middle class made up 61% of the population. Last year, the middle class made up 50% of the population. So with that being said, that stat clearly says the middle class is shrinking. Well, why is this happening? This is happening for numerous factors. If you look at 50 years ago, automation has definitely improved. So automation taking away jobs from the middle class. Also too, us as parents, we work hard, we give our family a good life, we pay for them to go to school, we kind of shy them away from those skilled labor jobs. So not as many people are going after middle class positions. But not only that, life is getting way too expensive. And I'm going to tell you this, affordability is going to be a problem moving forward. Therefore, shrinking that middle class even more, not to mention AI coming to the table, creating other opportunities for intelligence to do jobs for us, to do jobs that a middle class person would do. So what we're seeing right now is a shrinking of the middle class, a growth of the rich, and a growth of the low income. And the huge concern is that this middle class is potentially going to shrink and potentially go away, and we're going to have rich and poor. And I don't know about you, but you can walk around many communities and the housing and drug epidemic is huge. And that's because partly, again, middle class jobs do not offer almost enough for people to live a quality of life in Canada. A middle class job is starting to look like it may not offer a Canadian an opportunity to buy a house. It may not even offer them the opportunity to have the simple luxuries in life. Life is getting unaffordable, and middle class jobs are not being able to cover the load of what it costs to live in this wonderful country. So the answer, quick and simple, is the middle class is shrinking. Are there options to help this out? I hate to tell you, they're not going to do what needs to be done to help the middle class. The bare facts. There's too much technology coming to the forefront that is going to take away jobs from the middle class. They're having too hard of a time creating affordable housing. And affordable housing, not just houses for people to buy, but the simple rent. Rent is getting exponentially high. So this shrinking of the middle class is something that everyone is watching very carefully, and it could very much drastically change things for our future generations and could drastically change the way we start living our lives. COVID kind of shined a light on certain aspects of different things that may be coming. I'm not going to really discuss it too much, but there is drastic changes happening in our world. There's no doubt about it. The rich are getting richer, and unfortunately, the poor are getting poorer. And we're going to have to watch out what happens over the next, I'm going to say 18 months, because in 2025, there is going to be an election. And you guys can make a difference with this election. Please listen to all politicians' platforms. One of the huge forefronts that you're going to hear from all political parties is going to be about affordable housing and how they're going to attack this crisis that we're having within our country. And this crisis is created by large demand of immigration as well as low supply of houses. And builders are not meeting up with the demand that we need for housing to solve this housing crisis. There's numerous things that can be done. Better transportation, offering grants, removing taxes, all this stuff, which will be revealed in these politicians' platforms. But What this will do is help at least hopefully make affordability of homes a little better. Again, quality of jobs. We need good workers to create our economy and get our economy firing. So to wipe out the middle class, personally, not the best thing in my eyes. You can't have this disparity between the rich and the poor. This disparity between the rich and the poor leaves way too many people in life not able to live with the simple luxuries of food, housing, clothing, any of this. And for certain demographics, especially that low income, they're not going to be able to live a quality of life whatsoever, and they're going to need help. So the government really needs to watch this out, because what will end up happening is no middle class, a lot of rich people, and a lot of poor people that need social assistance. So guys, please watch and make your vote count in 2025, and let's get this country back in shape.